Hey everyone, this is DJ Sanakori right here at Taino Funhouse. This is part 1B of the Code of Ethics, Taino Code of Ethics series, and I'm continuing to talk about generosity. I have a quick story for you. Well, before the story, I just want to say that there's so many people in my life that touch me who have been so generous in my journey as a Taino, as a tequina, as a Behike, as a person, as a relative. And the list is too long to mention, but I do want to share a story in my journey. Back in around 2015, maybe 2016. It's a little blurry now, but it's close to 10 years ago. I was giving a presentation in the Bronx, and what happened was, it was right before the presentation, maybe a week before, I had received a medallion, and you can see right there. And it was created by an old friend of mine, Miss Ghost Horse from Pine Ridge, Lakota Nation, and I designed it myself, and she created it. And it was beautiful. When I received it, I felt the energy, the power of this vision that I received. Because I love these medallions, I see the natives wear it. So what happened was I had the presentation, I brought it with me, and I felt its power. It gave me extra push to do well with it. And what happened was an elder approached me, an elder woman, and she introduced herself to me and looked and pointed right at my medallion, and she says, "Wow, I love that, man. That's so wonderful and beautiful. You're Taino." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm Taino from Borinquen. Where are you from?" And she says, "Hey, I'm from Guyana. I'm a Arawak from Guyana." So then right away I got really happy when she said that. I had met some Guyanese Arawaks before, and I believe they were in town. They're giving presentations, and this was in the Bronx. So it was I believe it was a Puerto Rican festival. It was during the Puerto Rican parade time around June. So she's talking to me, and she says, I would love to have that medallion." And I just chuckled. I'm like, "Well, I know someone that can make one just like it." And she says, "No, no, you don't understand. I want yours." And I'm like, "What? You want my medallion?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh man, I'm so sorry. I had this made. I just received it." And she's like, "Oh wow, but I really want it." So I'm thinking to myself, "Wow, this is a challenge." So I reached in my bag and I took out a necklace that had the Hayuya. And so she said, "Wow, this is beautiful. This is great." And I said, "Yeah, it's from Borinquen. It was carved in the stone." And and then she was happy, but she says, "Yeah, but I really want yours." So that I had the opportunity to give her my medallion. I refuse. In my mind, I'm like, "Man, I can't give this up. I just received it." And it wasn't about the money because it wasn't so expensive, but it was like, this is my vision, and I waited so long to get it. And then finally, she took my medallion that I gave her, and she kept looking at my medallion. I'm like, wow. So I had an opportunity last minute to give it to her before the festival was over. And then before I know, she was gone. A week later, my good friend, V V Perez, I explained it to her. She was working beadwork at the time, and I said, "Hey V, you think you can help? You think you can help me fix this?" And she, through her generosity, she said, "Sure." And then wait, hold on. I think I screwed up. Did I mention that it broke? Yeah, it ripped. It ripped. So V was like helpful, and she tried her best to put it back together again. And the beads were very small, so I lost a lot of beads, so it was shorter. And I was so happy that she fixed it for me. And then all of a sudden, a week later, it broke again, and I lost more beads on the necklace. So then what I did was I put it in a bag, one of my medicine bags as a Behike, and I put it in my storage locker where I keep my indigenous books. And I went back maybe a month later and it was gone. I couldn't find it anywhere. Mysteriously, it was gone. And I tried so many times. I even ripped took it apart in my storage locker, and I couldn't find it. So then I said to myself, "Wow, man, this is a predicament. I don't know what I'm gonna do." And then I remember the elder who wanted it so bad, and I said, "You know what, Luke? This is what you get for not being generous." So years went by, and I kept thinking about that elder woman, this Arayeke woman who wanted my medallion so bad. And for so many years, I carried the guilt. And I can still see the necklace I gave her, and she was happy that she received it, Soda Hayuya. But she wanted my medallion. And you know what? I kept beating myself up for years that I failed her. I failed being generous like my ancestors. So what I did was, in the video that you saw prior to this one, I received a Sola Hayuya necklace from Riley, a person I recently met through, as I mentioned in my other video, through Taino radio, giving some courses. So my Taino necklace medallion has not returned to me. It's still somewhere. But the Sola Hayuya came back to me. And I think this is the ancestors telling me, forget the guilt. Let it go. Let it go. And it's a reminder of that elder that when it calls to be generous in a Taino way, you can't hesitate. When someone asks for help, don't hesitate. When someone asks for something, don't hesitate. Just do it. This is how our ancestors lived. So this is our code of ethics, generosity. I'd like to thank everyone who has been generous to me through the years, even when I screwed up, when I didn't deserve your gifts, and you still gave it to me. The list is too long to share. But since 1992, when I identify as a Taino, I met so many great people, and it's March 2024. The guilt is gone. Being generous means being a medicine person. It means giving your medicine away so others can heal. So this is why I use Riley as an example and this medallion of generosity, that you never know. Through your generosity, you can heal someone. And so now I have to work on different ways I could be generous, especially to those that I've failed to be generous. So please forgive me all. While watching this video, you're probably saying, wow, he forgot about me, or he used to be so generous. Now he doesn't even think about me. We're always working on ourselves. We're always working on ourselves. Just be patient. Be patient with me. Be patient with others. And never forget, code of ethic 1B. Always be generous. Our ancestors have taught us this. Thank you very much, everyone, for listening. Bomatun, thank you, and Bo Kwatukan. Many blessings to you.